G'day, mate. How are you?
Hi, good. Yourself?
Yeah, very well, mate. Good to see you. I was just, as we were just inviting you to the call, mate, I was just doing a little intro for you. But we we had the pleasure of meeting at our office about, was it nearly 2 months ago now, I think it was. That
Yeah, it
uh,
would be. Easy, yeah.
Yeah, so Andrew's from up near Hervey Bay in Australia. It's one of the most famous whale watching places in the world. It's gorgeous. I've been there myself. We actually took the kids whale watching there just last year, so it was a stunning little trip, and it's one of the best, most magical places in the world. So, but mate, thank you for coming on. We're really excited to talk about how Benny's going, and look, I
Yep.
just keen to hear the story, and we might touch on some things we maybe spoke about when we first met at the office and stuff. But so maybe do you want to just start with Benny, mate? He's a 15-year-old Maltipoo.
Yeah, he's 15 and a half. We've had him since late 2010. He was born in September of 2010, and we had him, right from when he could leave his mum. And
Yeah,
he's our world.
yeah,
He's got a big range of stories to tell. He's got more frequent flyers than most humans on Earth. He's had 4 trans-Pacific flights with us when we've gone over to the US to work a few times. He's lived in Houston. He's lived right on Hollywood Boulevard in Los Angeles, and of course the obligatory 3 years in Vegas when he lived there.
love it.
So, yeah, no, he's well travelled. He loves a good road trip. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah,
We travelled extensively while we were over there through Texas and all the western states. He's been to Yosemite. He's been to Lake Tahoe. He's been to the Golden Gate Bridge.
love
You
it.
know, but he's been there. So, but look, he is our everything. He's had a troubling few years lately, from a brain tumour to his right adrenal gland being removed, and then most recently in January he had a liver resection where half his liver was taken. He had
Yeah.
a spleen removed and a thoracotomy, all at the same time.
Huh.
The doctors told us if a human had that type of operation that they'd put him in an induced coma for about 3 days to recover.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, but Benny was up and going.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
only at the doctor's with him the other day, and I said to them, I said, look, if you didn't know, and this is one of the features of your dog cloud bed, if you didn't know that he'd had an operation in January, you wouldn't find the scar. I mean, and he was open from top to tail on his tummy, and it's gone.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
gone, and it's just little pink tummy there again. A little pink skin. You can't see the scar. So he spends a fair bit of time on his dog cloud bed. He's recently also been diagnosed with a thing called Cushing's myotonia. Of course, it's a very rare disease, and it locks his triceps. In this particular instance, his triceps are locked tight. So he has no movement in his elbows, and so he walks like a pirate at the front.
Right.
But he's gotten some good relief from the dog cloud bed. So one of the things we noticed straight up was he was having a lot of trouble with his hindquarters, and he had a lot of weakness in his hindquarters there before Christmas. And after the surgery to remove his liver from the big tumour that he had, that helped it a bit.
Yeah.
But as you said, we got that dog cloud bed 2 or 3 months ago, and popped him on that and give him a few runs every day. And his back hindquarter strength did pick up, and he was able to come from a seated position and lift himself right up again, which was great.
Yeah, that's amazing. Awesome. Yeah, I remember you met us in reception at the office, and he was really struggling to sort of stand on his own, and you had to kind of hold him up a bit. And he looked very, very proppy. So he
has improved.
He's standing up again from a seated position, which he kind of wasn't doing before.
Correct.
Yeah. That's an incredible mobility improvement, and for a 15-year-old dog to be able to turn back the clock like that as well. And I mean, this is the reason why we love doing these calls and hearing these stories firsthand, because some people just don't believe it. And it's it's when you improve blood flow, remove inflammation, these are the sort of things that start to happen. And the good thing about this therapy, we know in particularly a lot of the Paralympic athletes that we've dealt with over the years too, it acts as kind of like a form of passive exercise as well. You're essentially giving your muscles the type of blood flow that you can only get from movement. And, but when dogs are aging, and same as humans, and they can't maintain their mobility, we don't get to do our walks, or we don't get up and get moving and get the blood flowing like we do, this is where dog cloud becomes such a critical thing in the home. And that's just terrific. I'm so happy for you guys. You must be stoked with that sort of result.
Yeah, we were amazed to see it happen, and it happened over the course of about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah,
that he got that improvement. He still has the improvement. We still put him on it, every day and give him a run. Sadly, he's 15 and a half, and
yeah. He's had an unbelievable life, but he's also had a pretty tough run as well. So he's filled all his cups up, hasn't he, Benny?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Was that a result you were expecting when you first got the dog cloud bed? I'm just curious because we haven't spoken between now and then, and we kind of messaged and texted and emailed to be able to catch up when we met at the office because you were in the neighbourhood and you dropped in and picked it up instead of us shipping it to you, just so people know the full story. But it was great to meet you in person. But I just want to ask you and be honest, was when you got the dog cloud bed, was that to go standing up again from a seated position? Was that something you thought was gone, or did you have hope of seeing certain things like that, or where was your head at with the product?
We've been throwing everything at Benny, to keep his health going. And, he goes to hydrotherapy and stuff like that, and massage and acupuncture and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But we were looking for any alternative therapies that we could find. And we spoke to Benny's long-term vet, Kevin Crookshanks, who's known Benny since Benny was a pup. And he said, have you heard about this product? And we went, no. So we did some research and, we reached out and we spoke. And it was a case of, we're willing to try anything. Our expectations, I was a skeptic, I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's good.
I thought, a bed with a massager? Come on, you know. But because it's Ben and we love him to death.
Yeah.
We just tried it.
Yeah. It's so good.
It was really good. It was a really good outcome. And, to see him be able to come and stand again, it's just great.
Yeah.
Did we expect it? That was your question? No, I didn't.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I'll be fair dinkum.
Yeah.
But the proof's in the pudding, mate. It's
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. And so, mate, look, that's so good. In terms of just other sort of movements or anything else, I know he's not walking a lot, but you seen any differences just in general movement around throughout the day, or what's he like when he first wakes up in the morning? Or
these days when he wakes up in the morning, he's not ready for movement.
Yeah.
It takes him a while to warm up. He needs a bit of food on his tummy.
Yeah.
Generally mid-afternoon he'll pick up and he'll walk around the kitchen. He doesn't walk particularly far anymore. It's difficult to take him for walks. That's his brother.
Oh, it's definitely on cue.
Somebody's at the door. He walks around in the kitchen. Poor Benny also suffers dementia, so he's sort of turning to the left all the time now.
Yeah.
But he can maintain that for, hour or two, walking around every day. And then, it's like having a newborn in the house again. He wakes up at 10 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock in the morning, and he has another walk around,
Okay, right.
Yeah. And we do use the dog cloud bed to help put him back to sleep.
Okay.
It's quite a good tool for that as well, like when he wakes up and he's restless.
So what are you doing there? What exactly are you doing for others so they know?
We just lay him on the bed and turn it on, and he lays there and it soothes him off to sleep.
Yeah, okay.
Which is a handy tool to have in your back pocket,
Absolutely.
We flip him like an egg, we flip him. He faces to the left one time, and then he faces to the right the next time. So we're trying to get him. Essentially, I say to Sally, we're trying to get him hooked on both sides.
Yeah. What massage setting are you using? So this is like in the middle of the night. You're talking like a 10 at night or 2 in the morning. You're putting him back on the bed. What massage speed and what is it? The move, rejuve, or snooze?
The rejuve.
Rejuve. Okay, like that one.
Yeah, he's. I think it's just set to rejuve permanently, full speed, full strength.
Yeah, right. He likes speed 3 rejuve. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just turn it up. It's on full because Benny's lived his life on full, so we
Yeah.
turn the dog cloud bed up on
Love
full.
that's good. It's interesting because like some people get a bit like with small dogs, they get a bit shy about trying to use it at higher speeds. They think the dogs won't like it, and look, even that's some of our advice sometimes too. Start them on speed 1 or 2, and then gradually work your way up. But sometimes it's almost so light, the massage, it's almost a bit like annoying. Give me a bit more. Like it's like someone. It's like, you know, your wife stroking your hair, which I don't have any, but then you're just like, can you just like massage my head or something a bit more? Yeah. It's sort of a bit like that, but it's good for people to know that small dogs can tolerate the higher speed massage. It only goes up to speed 3, which is probably about our 30% range of what our human medical devices go up to in terms of speed. So, so we keep all the dogs on the gentle lower 30% of it anyway. But that's actually really good to know because he's as a Maltipoo, he's a pretty small dog. I mean, you pick him up and carry him around pretty easy. He's not that big.
Yeah, when you saw him, that was only I think 3 weeks after his surgery in January. He was only like 5 kilos then. He's back to nearly 7 now. So
that's great.
So he's recovered really well. Doctors are so happy with his recovery.
Yeah,
they actually can't believe how well he had recovered for a 15-and-a-half-year-old dog. So do we put a tick in the box for the dog cloud bed? I think we might have to because something's happened.
Yeah, that's amazing, mate. We're so happy for you too. Like, I guess, like, for you and your wife, what does it mean to you to have a product in your home? Because one of the things that we try and get across to people, I guess, is that, I mean, you're like a lot of our dog owners. You're so committed, so loving. You're off to hydrotherapy, massage, acupuncture. You're doing all those things. And one of the things that we try and get across to people is it's actually not even so much about the therapy or the cost saving because you've got 4 massages a day instead of once a week or, whatever it is. It's not about that. It's about the frequency and the fact that you have something now in your home that you can use 3 or 4 times a day, every single day. You know, when you've got a dog in pain and they're struggling with arthritis or mobility, one thing we really try and emphasize to people is you're doing all the right things, and it's not anyone's fault, but 1 day a week is not enough. It's the 6 days in between that they're still in pain and they go back to normal. Yeah. And it's 6 days a week that makes the big difference.
You're right. Yeah, because we live remote, we're a bit out in the bush. It's a good 2.5-hour run for hydrotherapy every Monday.
What is it? 2.5 hours?
Yeah, 2.5 hours down to Brisbane for hydrotherapy and acupuncture every Monday.
And then 2.5 hours back for people that don't know. Yeah.
So it's a whatever it is, 350-kilometre round trip.
Yeah. That's I did not know you were doing that every single Monday. That's incredible.
Yeah. That's what we do for him. But as you say, having the dog cloud bed here in the house, it saves. I guess. Well, does it save? It's super convenient. To have that level of therapy available at your fingertips.
Yeah,
is just fantastic. And as we said, proof's in the pudding.
Yeah. That's so awesome. What does it mean to you and your wife knowing that you've got this for the rest of Benny's life, and then even for Bentley, because how old's Bentley now too?
Bentley's 5. Yeah. So don't you worry, he sneaks on it and has a bit of a massage from time to time.
I bet.
We'll catch him laying on it. So no, that's Benny's time that you're using up.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Well, the good thing is you can always unlimited massages with the button on the back of the bed too. So you can always sit there and press a button and give them 20 minutes extra anytime you want. So
that is a good function too. So we use that a lot because when we pop him on it at night, he's used up his daily run, so we just push the button on the back.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. How have you found the automated massages? You just lay him on there and then you're all sweet, or is he getting on himself? Because I know his mobility's a bit. You'd have to pick him up and put him on.
We have to put him on.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough.
Bentley will stroll over and hop on it himself, like I said. But we have to lift him up and put him on. For him, it's just a little bit too high to get on.
Yeah. I was going to ask, is there any massages scheduled? Because I haven't looked at your settings or anything, but have you got any massages scheduled in the morning before he gets off the bed, like waking up after that long sleep?
So he doesn't actually sleep on the dog cloud bed.
Yep. Okay.
So we actually have to put him on it. I can't remember what the schedule is. Most of the time, it's just plugged in, it's turned on. We pop him on it. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, we'll push the button on the back. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that's a nice way to do it. Yeah, just get them the therapy when they need it. Yeah. Oh, that's right, because he sleeps in that other. Yeah, that's right. It's like, how do you explain it? Do you want to explain it to people?
Do you want to explain it?
No, I've seen a photo. That's all.
It's an extendable IKEA children's bed set on the smallest setting. That's where he sleeps.
Yeah. But you've got the little, just for people know, because you're concerned about his mobility and stuff, it's got the sides all around it so that he can't fall out and fall off a bed.
Like sides to put on a cot.
Yeah.
We've got those around it. So he's encapsulated in that, and that's where he sleeps.
Talk about the dog that's got everything, mate.
Yeah. He sleeps there with his, his Hot Wheels pillow and Hot Wheels sheets and Duna set, or the Sesame Street ones. So
that's awesome. Is Benny around at the moment, mate? Are you near him at the moment, or is he?
He's right here. He's having a bit of a kip at the moment.
Oh yeah. Do you want to flick your camera around or try and show him to people? We've got quite a bunch of people, mate, tuning in from all over. There he is, the little dude.
Yeah, asleep there at the moment. Where's his head? Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. Hello, mate. Good to see you, Benny. You're doing so. Is that a Cars pillowcase, mate?
Yes. Yeah.
My kids would love that. That's awesome. Hey, Benny, you get back to sleep, mate. It's all good. We just want to say good day. All good. Listen, Andrew, mate, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you took a chance on us, and it's nothing wrong with skeptics at the start. I can tell you that vets, Kevin Cruikshank, the vet that recommended this, was also pretty skeptical at the start, and he's someone that's known me for a number of years, but he's a believer now in our therapy and what it does. And I think when people understand the research and they see results like this and stories of like Benny, a dog that's 15 and a half years old and it's getting back mobility that was lost, it's a terrific story, mate. And just thank you so much for sharing it. And we wish you, your wife, Benny and Bentley, mate, many more happy days ahead.
Yeah, our pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks so much, mate. We'll keep in touch down the track, but all the best, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks, Andrew. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Bye now.